Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of On the Road with Dante Carter. I'm your host, Dante Carter. We are in our Halloween series or Halloween episodes. We got another spooky guest. This one is, I'm very familiar with him. He's actually related to me, my younger cousin, who is a scare actor at the 13th Acres in Monroe, North Carolina. This is Addison Miller. What's up, buddy?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. After all these years of being fans of each other's, we finally get to sit down and talk, huh?
I know, right?
So tell me, what do you like about being a scare actor? What do you hate about being a scare actor?
I think the most thing I like about it definitely is I get to make people laugh. Like I get to entertain people, scare people. I like seeing people. I like giving fear out of people,
Yeah.
and I like to see people have a good time. But I'd say the one thing I don't like is a lot of what scare actors go through in a night. A lot of it could lead up to sexual harassment. It could lead up to getting hit, punched, spit on, anything like that. It could even lead up to anything dangerous. But I mean, same with the scenes and stuff. There's a lot of electrical equipment, and there's a lot of metal and what else to say? Just there's a lot of misplaced things, kind of
Mhm.
out of place people can run into by accident. So our characters always have to guide people, but we always have to stay in character. So we always stay in character, but we still try to guide people the right way to
Yeah.
where they need to be.
Yeah, that's one thing, I didn't even think about that now that you say it. Like, yeah, the dangers of doing what you do as far as like when you're jumping out at people, that's your job is to jump out
Yeah,
and scare people. And that's what they're there for. But sometimes they have this kind of reaction of like, let me hit them, or they might think it's funny
yeah,
to like push back, which is it's kind of disrespectful. Um, and then two, all the equipment you are using, yeah, it could be very dangerous. And this is a good time to TSA people and tell them, listen, don't don't freaking hit me, dude.
for sure.
We went out there, me and my girlfriend. I went with your mom and your dad Sunday night. I enjoyed it, dude. Y'all got a lot going on out there, man.
What was your favorite scene?
Favorite scene? I feel like I don't want to give too much away, but I feel like the Friday the 13th. Um,
There's a yellow jacket right here. That's a good scene, but I do that was the one I worked in for my first year there. I was there kind of on the outside area whenever you get done with Camp Crystal Lake and you
yeah.
past that boat area. I used to be in that area.
Oh,
But
really?
yeah, I forgot who plays Jason now. We had a bunch of new actors just come. A lot of people quit. A lot of people I think somebody got fired. I don't know for sure. And there's a lot of people that I know now. I think a lot of people that we had now came from scare ones.
Hmm. Yeah, because Carowinds is owned by, I think Carowinds is owned by a new company, right? I think now, or
Yeah, I'm
so they
pretty
might
sure.
have had some overturn with that.
Probably so.
What is how many of the sets and the scenes have you set up? Do you just work on yours, or do you work on some of the other ones too?
Oh, I mostly work on mine, just
Yeah,
mine mostly. And there's other people like we have Paul. He's one of our. I don't know what to call it. I guess you can say he just puts stuff together. He's done a lot of the electrical
Mhm.
wire, and he's done a lot with the lights and stuff. And we've had some more people. They've built the whole scenes and everything.
Yeah,
And yeah, it's a. I will say it's a lot. I think I don't know how much in money it was a lot to put on all that, but it was probably a lot because my boss Bonnie, she put a lot of effort into that.
yeah. Oh, it caught me off guard how for one how long it was. I mean, it's two separate trails, or well, I guess one trail, two parts. There's a lot. I mean, it's not just like a lot of you go to a haunted house or something. It's like one house, and it's you go.
Yeah,
It's relatively quick, but the 13th acre is there's a lot to do outside of it, and then the trail itself is that's about an hour long, I believe.
Yeah,
Um,
it's an hour long for
yeah,
both.
it's nice and it's full of scares. It got me a couple times. Got your mom a couple times. Got Kendall. He tried to act tough. It got all. It got Ashton. Um, and it was really good. But you can tell. I think that a lot of the actors they enjoy doing it because of even when you see some of them in between, like when they're not in the actual on the trail when they're like walking around greeting people, you can tell how into it they are and how into their character they are.
Oh,
Um,
for sure.
how much creative input do you have on your character and your scene? Is it do you pretty much come up with all of it or
Okay, with the scene, I did not come up with it, but my boss did. She decided to do the barrels, which the first scene that's below me is a rave scene. So that scene and my scene are kind of the same looking. They look the same, but they're different in like color wise and how the maze is set up. But I set up my costume. I got what was it? One of them red and black Kurt Cobain looking shirts,
yeah, yeah.
and then I got a black shirt, Carhartt shirt, and ripped it up and just put patches and stuff on. And the mask, we got it from this place in what was it? I don't know where the place was. It's Screaming Banshee. I usually see him a lot. They Creepy Hollow is the one that uses Screaming Banshee for their clown mask.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
He it's a creepy looking mask. I mean it looks good.
Yeah. It
Um
reminds me of Corey Taylor.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It looks really good. Dude, and you're in a good scene because you're like kind of hidden and you're like
Sure.
I don't want to spoil it, but you're kind of near the end of the maze. So
Yeah.
you're getting through and it's like you're waiting this whole time. And it's like right when you get comfortable, because it's you go through the maze and you're all right, someone's gonna jump out at any point here. So then you're almost at the end and you're like, all right, maybe this was just a little like in between, and then you pop out and you fucking scare people. So it's like, what are you holding? I didn't get to see what you're holding. It was so dark.
I forgot. Oh, okay. The first part, I think some of the the first some of the nights, and I brought an axe with me, an axe I made myself and I painted it, and then I got I had a metal bar, yeah, and I take the metal bar and when people, I'm gonna kind of give it away, but when I there's like a little barrel and I can see through the barrel, and when people come through, I usually wait for the first person to go first so they don't because the people behind them will obviously know. And I mean, the first person, they're going to think they're going to get scared first.
Yeah, yeah,
So once they go out, I just wait for the third person to come, or I wait for a girl to come, and I just scare them.
yeah, yeah. Pop out. And you're not really like a lot of them will scream. You didn't really scream, or I was at the back, so being at the back, you do kind of like you miss out on some of it because there's so many turns. So when you get around a turn, you just hear your group screaming, and then you're like, okay, well, there's something here. But like then you get around and it's like, so being in the back, you don't get to hear. But I don't think you screamed or you just kind of you scraped.
I scraped. I did do a clown laugh. I do clown laughs sometimes. Sometimes I do screams, but I don't. It hurts my voice a lot,
Yeah,
especially doing it 3 nights in a row now.
yeah, I know, dude. I was gonna say I feel like the what do you the patience you have to sit there because I mean from open to close you have to be in your spot so the patience to just be sitting there and I mean I'm sure y'all are pretty busy so it ain't like you're not doing anything you have a lot of people coming through
Yeah,
but do you ever like have to go to the bathroom or
I do a ton of times. Usually, we just go in our scene when people aren't coming.
yeah
And if anything, we do have a bathroom that they built for us because we used to have porta potties, but they just her Bonnie's husband Butch recently just built some bathrooms in there, and they got flushable toilets, so it's not porta potties anymore.
oh nice nice do you ever like jump out too early or too late do you ever like
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, because I do get mixed up sometimes with the lights and all the strobe lights and stuff because it's hard to see in there sometimes.
Yeah, especially with the strobe lights, because it's like you're getting snapshot. Like I try to explain to
Yeah.
people, your vision is snapshot, so you're just seeing like someone as they're walking through. It looks like they're appearing and disappearing and appearing. So you don't really know where they're gonna be. I feel like that would be the hardest part for me. I'd probably pass out and have a seizure, but like I feel like I'd have a hard time trying to find people. Do you so are you able to hear people when they're walking up? Like, because you have like you can kind of hear people walking, but there's also like a lot of times there's a lot of other noises going on and people in front and behind. So how do you do as far as hearing people coming? Is it pretty good or
Well, I'll say like it is pretty faint when people are coming up the steps that lead into the woods. It's hard to hear. It's pretty faint, but usually people will shine their flashlights and I can see the shining of their flashlights, so I know somebody's coming. And sometimes they are loud. They're very loud, so it's easy to hear them even over the music.
yeah? When your mom was walking through, she was like literally saying "Hey" the whole time. As soon as she walked into York, she was like, "Hey, hey, we're here, hey, hey." So it was like, I was like, he definitely
Yeah, I
hears
heard
us
that.
coming up. Yeah, yeah. We're not hiding anything. Do you ever? I don't know. Like, I'm sure people like fall, like bust their ass, like because you got a hill coming up and down.
Yeah, there's I'm gonna tell you, I got a few times that's happened. This one dude, he said something rude to me. I forgot what he said. I think he called me a bitch. And whenever he was walking out, he hit his head on the top of the doorway. And then these two girls, there's that steep hill once you get out of my scene. There's a steep hill all the way down, and it's not like it won't go like that. It goes like
Yeah, it's
it
steep. Yeah.
slants. And two girls were running, and they both fell and just landed on their face.
Oh, do you ever chase anybody out of it? Like you're like running after them?
We used to, but they advise us not to anymore because there's since we have a lot of people now, we have to try to get back to our spots like as quick as we can.
Yeah, yeah. And the night that we went was a Sunday night. We went like right before closing, and then I think it was raining too a little bit, so it was a little bit slower than what it
Oh,
normally is. But I've seen like the line and the traffic going through there on a normal night. Y'all stay busy, so yeah, I'd imagine that you don't have a lot of time, um, going like being able to chase people and really get after them. Especially you, like right there that hill, you gotta fucking bear crawl back up it.
yeah, I'd fall. And Sunday they said we only sold 41 tickets, but I don't know. It felt like we had a lot of people.
Yeah, I feel like there were more than 41 just when we were there.
Yeah,
That's what it felt like at least. But they do a good job. They do a really good job of like everything is like set out well. So you've got your trails down kind of in the left corner, and then you got like your bar, you got the concessions, the bathroom, and all. I tell people, or I've been telling people ever since Sunday, like it's a really because that was my first time being there. It's a good one to go to because there's other things you can do, and even if you have kids, like if you've brought kids with you, they can just kind of hang out with like an adult, like
yeah.
around the fire pit or around the concession stand. And it's not because even like the scare actors outside of the trail that are walking around, they're not being relatively scary. They're kind of being more fun and like they might look at you, but they're mostly just laughing. Like there was a clown guy out there,
Oh, pickles.
Pickles. Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
funny.
That's
He hurt my feelings though. He said he was gonna try to levitate our table. He fucking stood beside me and act like he couldn't get the table up. And I was like, all right, man. Like he ain't got to do all that.
he does that. He's got a he's got a chicken in his pants.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's funny. He was funny. And I love Leatherface is one of my favorite like
Yeah.
horror characters. So it was good to see Leatherface, and we got a picture with Leatherface and the cheerleader.
Was Jason out there? I don't know if he was out there the other day. I think I don't know.
I didn't see him. The only time I saw Jason was in the Crystal Lake thing. So is he
Uh,
always in there, or is he? Which I don't. Like, I don't want to spoil it for people, but
he is in there always. Like so, the thing is, whenever I don't know if we have two different ones, but we might have. I think we did get a taller Jason though,
yeah,
and I think he just yeah, because probably comes to midway, and then goes back to his scene. So but I don't think he does it every single night.
he was. I think that. when we were going through, you got the one guy. Oh, Kendall had the guy laughing. The first guy that's supposed to come out and like he's like he just got stabbed. So he come out and he was like walking toward us like I'm hurt, like help me, help me. And Kendall was like, "You shouldn't have been having sex. That's what they say in the movies. Don't have sex in horror movies. You was out there seeing the movies." And he started laughing. He had to like he was covering his face up. And then when we turn around, Jason's like right in front of us. So he got us good because we were too busy laughing at the other guy. But it was that girl that's on the bunk bed on the top bunk that's like screaming when you first go in there.
Oh yeah,
She is fucking loud. She's really good. She was like right.
she is. Yeah, she is like her vocals. Like whenever I worked in my first year, I worked in the same scene that was outside, so I worked next to them,
Yeah.
and yeah, I could hear them screaming every single night.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. They're great. And
Yeah, they are.
The Club Hell was really funny.
Club Hell. Yeah, the our demon, he's good.
Yeah. He
He's
does.
pretty like with the outfits and everything that our boss chooses and the masks, like from choice wise, I'd say it's pretty good, but I will say it's very expensive. Like my mask was up to 200 something.
Yeah. Oh wow. Someone's trying to call me. Um, Trying to work. People want to call me, man. Um, yeah, that's $200 is wild for a mask, but it's a really high quality mask. So,
Yeah,
and it's an investment if they're making what they're making off of the whole experience. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a good investment. Um, how did you first get into scare acting? Like, did you kind of stumble into it, or did you plan on doing it? How'd you find out about it?
well, it started whenever I first, whatever, I think mostly scare winds. I hated scare winds whenever I went. I didn't like it. I didn't like getting scared at the time. Then I started going with my parents to Creepy Hollow.
Hmm.
And that's whenever I started wanting to get into it because it looked cooler. Because the trail stuff I thought the trail stuff looked better than
Yeah.
like public amusement parks. And basically, I think at age 15, yeah, 15, I worked, you know where Nightmare 901 is?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's where I used to work. I worked there for a year and I played Michael down there. And then that's when I think, yeah, after that year they got shut down because apparently somebody was doing drugs in the parking lot. And then we moved to Kershaw, and I was trying to look for somewhere close by. I was gonna go to Fear Farm, but that was like 45 minutes, and so I
Mhm.
just picked 13th Acre because it was 20 minutes away from our house.
Yeah. It's relatively close and it's a good one. Did you So did you know anybody? Because like our family, and I've talked about that on this podcast. Like our family is we're obsessed with Halloween. Like I
Yeah,
always tell people how my mom used
big
to make
time.
us watch Michael Myers when like at a young age and Jeepers Creepers, and how our parents love to see the fear on our faces. Um, so you know, I know you've always kind of been around it, been into it, but did you have anybody that else? Because I know your parents and you are very tight, but did you have anybody else that was influencing that? Like, were you friends with someone else in school who was into it, or
I'd say mostly. I'd say one Papa.
yeah,
Papa loved horror movies. He used to watch them a lot. Uh, who else? My mama for sure, because probably both my parents, because they watch horror movies like shit ton.
yeah, yeah? I know it's so funny because I was the same as you, except for you're more brave than I am. Like you, because you're what are you? How old are you? You're 16, 17?
17.
17, yeah, like you're a lot younger than when I was 17, I was still scared of all this shit. Like they always would torment me with horror movies and your mom would too, and they would like to scare the crap out of me. And now as I've getting older, I'm like I love these horror movies and stuff too. And you kind of have that same thing where it's like at first you're like, oh, this is I don't like being scared, but now yeah, you're hopping into it and you're on the other side of it.
That's how it was whenever my parents got showed me Chucky. I didn't like Child's Play at all. I hated that movie whenever it first came out.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I could imagine so because You were probably, were you even 10
I
when
forgot
the
how
re-
old I was. I watched it whenever I was young. I think 4 maybe.
yeah, we got a
Yes,
fucked up family too.
we do.
Um, every time I tell people that, they're like, "Bro, why? What? Wait, hold on." Yeah, 4 years old, you're watching Child's Play. That's funny. That's an only us thing too.
It
Oh,
is.
so you played Michael. Michael Myers was your first character that you played as a scare actor.
Yeah,
Um, how was that experience? Did you watch the movies to get the mannerisms, or did you just kind of do your own version, or what was that like?
I did the exact Michael Myers, like the slow walking, the stiff movement,
Yeah,
the like standing behind corners and silent and loud breathing.
yeah,
I did all of that, and I think what the one thing I did not like about it is that was my first year scare acting too. So I didn't think anything bad was gonna happen, and a woman came in and came through, and she just I don't know if she's seen me or not, but the face is clear white,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I mean I could imagine you could be able to see it. She just grabbed my face with her whole hand.
Yeah, see that's the kind of thing that's like, and they even tell you in all a lot of them, or all the ones I've been in, they're like, look, don't touch our actors; they're not going to touch you. Like it kind of takes the fun out of it because that kind of
Yeah,
messes up your mood, or it's even dangerous for you, and it's harder for you to give the best experience to someone else that way.
I will say they don't need to touch some of our actors because some of our actors, most of us, like me, if I get hit, I won't say anything or I won't hit back or anything. I'll just go on about it as long as they're not like beating me.
Yeah, yeah.
But the other actors, if they get hit once, one of them might have anger issues. One of them might retaliate to kick the shit out of them.
Well, and I feel like in I've always been in the mindset of like, eye for an eye. So like if you hit me, I'm gonna hit you. And I feel like
Yeah,
they're right. They're entitled to the right of hitting someone if they get hit,
exactly.
especially if they're just doing their job. Like that's borderline assault if you hit an actor, working in the job like that.
For sure. And we have like a ton of rude customers. And but the only thing we just say to them, mostly what I say, I just say you paid $30 for what? Because I mean, I don't understand how they say they don't want to be scared, but you paid $30 to come behind a house.
Yeah, you paid $30 just what to be a dick. Yeah, that
Exactly.
makes no sense. Um, And you kind of the ones that get me are like the ones that I don't like just walking through behind or in front of is like the people who are like, oh, that's not scary at all. It's like, bro, like,
Or the ones who are on their phones.
yeah, yeah, why are you here? Like, if you're just a
Exactly.
buzzkill, then don't fucking be here. Yeah, no, I feel you on that one. But I remember when you were Michael Myers and you had like your TikTok and you would make like Instagram videos and stuff like that. And you put a lot of like you've always like even at a very I mean you're a young guy, but even at a very young age, you've always had high quality content on social media, like putting out videos, putting out plenty of content, which is really good, I think, especially in what you do. It helps you to build not just a character, but a reputation and believability for yourself as a scare actor. Um, what what was it like going from like a Michael Myers who isn't established like a face of Halloween to a lesser known or not even a lesser like your own character where you are now? And does your character now, what's his name?
Unstitched.
Unstitched?
Yeah.
I like it. Do you run social media for that character?
I do. I have an Instagram for it. It's just Unstitched the Clown. And I have a Facebook for it as well. But from Michael, I'd say it was easier because I really didn't have to like think of anything. I just did what he did, and I mean, it's easy to do what he does. I mean, it's mostly just walking. You don't have to run or anything. And I think changing to a different character was kind of different for me because I had to come up with a costume. I had to come up with like some colors and stuff. I obviously did red and black, but uh, then I had to come up with like a voice.
Yeah.
And the voices are kind of hard to come up with, but at the same time, Pickles, like for reference, I don't know how he came up with his, but he does like these vocal warm ups each day, like every day before he gets ready to go scare people, and he does like vocal warm ups, just screams and different things.
Oh wow. Well, there's a lot of, I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. I feel like, yeah, because you and we know again going back to Paw Paw, like in him singing, and he would tell me about like drinking lukewarm water and like making sure you're not just jumping into highs, trying to hit high notes or trying to scream high because you're gonna you stress your voice, you put too much stress on your voice, and you can actually mess up your voice that way. So that's one of those things that he probably has to. There's probably so much effort he has to put into that, and like the girl that's screaming really loud, and they have to do that stuff because of the strain that they're putting on their voice constantly for I mean 3, 4, 5 hours a night. What's the longest y'all are open for?
Uh, I to be honest, I'd say 13th Acre. We only have been open for like each weekend now. It goes for Friday and Saturday. It goes for 7 to 11. So
Mhm.
we will usually be open to 7 to 11, but it can go to 11:30. And same with Sundays. It can go to 10:30 as well, but like 7 to 10. But when I worked at Nightmare 901, the latest we worked is till 12 one night. I think
Yeah.
it's because a lot of people.
Yeah, and that's a lot on your voice to be screaming or yelling or just performing that much.
Yeah.
Have you do you have any like is there any part of you that wants to go into acting in movies and film or like do horror work, or is that just kind of this is just something you like doing for fun?
I like doing it for fun, and but I would like to do acting. I mean, and like horror movies definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it'd be cool.
Or even like stunt work like you like obviously you're a young kid, you're in pretty good shape, you ride your skateboard and stuff, so you're used to kind of having to take falls, um and being a I feel like being a stunt double could be a good thing for you, like
True.
not that acting wouldn't be, but just that it could be something fun for you where you don't have to memorize lines as much if you didn't want to, or you could still kind of do some more of the action things, some of the more fun stuff. But I think that would be cool. I think it'd be cool to. I always thought it'd be cool to write a horror film or to like produce or to just get killed in one. To be honest with you,
It
uh,
would be cool too.
yeah, 100%. Right, you're just fucking getting murdered, and you get to watch it
Yeah.
on camera later. What's the hardest part about becoming your character each night, or what would be the hardest part of like getting into that zone? Do you ever get creeped out by yourself, or do you have like maybe I'm going too far with this preparation or anything like that?
Nah, not really. I kind of. It's gonna sound. It's not in a serial killer way, not in a bad way. It's kind of like hunting. It's kind of like stalking your prey kind of thing.
Okay.
Like how you be playing like Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's kind of like basically like that. It feels like that because I mean you're sitting there dressed up in a costume. You feel like a serial killer for
Yeah.
one. I mean that's kind of what it feels like if your mind goes outside the box and you think differently. It feels like a serial killer, and it
Yeah.
feels like you're waiting for somebody to come up and you can take them as a victim.
Yeah. It is crazy. Me and your mom was talking about that. Like it's scary how like you could go into a haunted house and like
Yeah,
and just someone really fucked up has snuck in there and just as like getting away, like could kill you and get away with it and run out. And like people are like, oh, how did that like what happened there? You know what I mean?
from there is. I heard from one haunt, some dude, he brought a knife in one day, and he brought a real knife, and everybody thought it was fake, and he used it and cut his hand open in front of a bunch of guests.
Mm.
Yeah, he said it was all for the act.
I'm sure you got fired or get in trouble or
Yeah, he got fired.
yeah, I would imagine so. Well, that's dangerous too, like in a different way. Like you can't have like your blood because people don't understand how like contaminated our blood could be to other people and things like that.
Very.
So, um, how long does it take you to get into like your costume for a night?
So usually I leave around like 4, and it already takes me 50 minutes to get to work.
Hmm.
and I live out in Richburg, so it's 50 minutes from Monroe, and it's like because 13th acres out in like the country area. It's
Yeah.
not like around the city part, but it does take. I'd say as soon as I get there, I go and I get my costume on. That takes a good bit, probably say like 20 minutes, or probably no, probably less, probably 10 minutes, or maybe more than that. I don't know how long it's taking the dressing room because that costume is hard to put on,
Yeah.
and then makeup usually takes a while because since we have a lot of people, everybody's waiting in line and everybody has to get eye black,
Yeah.
and they don't do like the quick eye black anymore where they have like the brush. We I think since we got more people now, we got more money in the company. I think well in the business they what they got one of them spray brushes. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So do y'all have just like one or two people painting everybody, or
we have I think 4 or 5. Yeah, 4 or 5, or maybe even 6.
they're doing the makeup for all the characters?
Yeah,
That's yeah, that's one thing you don't think about too, is like how much makeup goes into that and how much they had to how realistic some of that makeup can be. It looks like super like you're like, oh shit. Or the girl with the two faces, the face mask.
yeah.
That shit was trippy. Every time she came, I was like, oh, that's trippy.
The one with the the black dress and the what was it? It was that white.
Yeah, like
I know what you're talking about Gemini Jane.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Hers is trippy. I think she had to paint her whole face black, or at least I guess the middle
yeah.
part. Um, yeah, that's fucking wild, dude. Um, what's the most ridiculous or the funniest reaction you've ever gotten from a guest?
Hmm. I will. There's okay. I think the most ridiculous one I got was this woman. It was an older woman, and we do serve alcohol. And I think a lot of drunk people do come through some nights. This one woman, it was whenever I was working on St. Patrick's Day. It was our Clover's Curse on opening at 13th Acre. And basically, I worked in the clown area, like the other clown area on the other side. The
Yeah, yeah, yeah. With the
It's
free
got
candy?
yeah, it's got that midway area. I used to be in that cage, and we had this woman. She was drunk, and Sebastian he had a chainsaw, and he ran the woman out of the scene, and she ran all the way past the whole door, like she was running around because she was too drunk to even find where she was going.
So she got kind of lost.
She got
Zero
lost.
survival skills. Is there anything like from real life that inspires your character? Like, is there any what is your biggest inspiration when you're getting into your character? Or is it just all like you?
My biggest inspiration when I was getting in a character, uh, Bill Mosley.
Nice,
I
nice.
love Bill Mosley.
Bill is he's a fantastic actor and he plays some really twisted roles.
Yeah,
So that's a good one, I think, for your character because your character is kind of a twisted, yeah, a twisted character. Yeah, I think that's a good. I think that's a really good role model, a good person to kind of look after. And you've reached out to some actors too that have like you reached out to Tyler Maine. You were telling me about
yeah.
that. Is there any other actors you've talked to, or what was your experience like talking to him?
My experience talking to him, I didn't get to talk to him in person. I got to text him though because I posted something about a Rob Zombie Michael Myers mask I repainted. I got it off of Trick or Treat Studios, and I repainted the mask and I put it on my story. And Tyler Maine happened to see it, and so he replied to it, and then I replied back, and he's nice. He's a nice dude. The dude in person, people say he's very tall.
Yeah, yeah,
So I wonder what it would have been like getting to meet him in person.
yeah. I think he's like what 7 feet tall.
Yeah, he's tall in the Rob Zombie movie.
Yeah, he's huge. And for those of you who don't know, he does play Michael Myers, but he also plays Cybertooth in the X-Men
Yeah,
world. So yeah, he's that's really cool that you got to speak with him and got to kind of show him your Michael costume and all. Um, Dude, we I meant to go to the horror con when it came to Columbia this year. I think he was there, or maybe not him. It was no, it was Bradley Reed.
Yeah, it wasn't the boy from Terrifier there.
Yeah, yeah. All
Yeah.
three of them, all three of the Terrifier, like the like Art the Clown, and then his two, like the girl clown, the women clown. They were there.
Oh,
But yeah, so it was a good one, and I hate I missed it. I just had some other stuff come up, but dude, I think that that would be another thing. Like if you could get into like horror acting, getting into some horror films and things like that, uh you would enjoy the horror conventions because you would get to go and be a part of them and meet
yeah.
fans and things like that. That would be that's another thing. Like I'd love to be a part of a horror franchise so that I can just go to those cons all the time.
They're
Um,
fun to go to. I went to Mad Monster. It's up in North Carolina, and what was it? We we our booth. We have a booth set up for 13th Acre. I wasn't there on the Friday and Saturday. I
yeah.
was there on Sunday, but Corey Taylor came and he took a picture with our booth.
Hell yeah. Did you get to meet him or
No, I didn't, but a couple of our actors did.
that's really cool. Did you get to meet anybody while you were there? Did you talk to anybody or were you just so busy?
I I did see the Hulk. I
Yeah.
got to see what I think it's Dewey from Scream.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, those are the two I seen.
David Arquette. I actually I can say it now because it fell through, but I almost had Lou Ferrigno on the podcast for Halloween.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, so that would have been really cool. But we come close, we just couldn't get it worked out. But there's a couple of others that happened and I was like damn it, I really wanted them. But um that's I think some of working in horror is like this time of year, a lot of them are super busy with stuff. Like even you, like it was hard to try to get sit down with you and interview you because you're busy with the horror thing and you're still in school, so you got a lot of stuff that you got going on. So it's hard sometimes to get with people. But we did it, man. We got together and we were able
Yeah.
to do this. I got a
But
couple of rapid fire questions for you, and then
yeah.
we'll let you get out of here. All right. What's your favorite Halloween movie?
Ooh, that's tough. I like Halloween 2 because the mask looks just great in that one. I like how the mask sits on. I forgot who played it. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was. I don't think it was Nick Castle. I think it was a different actor, but he was like 5'11". I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, was it maybe Dick Warlock? Maybe.
Yeah, it was Dick Warlock.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, Halloween 2. What's scarier for you, running out of coffee or energy drink mid shift, or running into your ex mid costume?
Running into my ex mid costume, which
That's
I
happened.
that's happened.
I was gonna say the way that you reacted let me know that that's a real thing that happened to you.
Yeah, it's happened.
What's your favorite Halloween candy?
Kit Kat.
Good answer. Do you like? Have you tried the Count Dracula Kit Kats?
I have not.
Dude, they're good. I bought a bunch of them. My fat ass. I got a bucket of candy that I keep in the living room, and I bought a bunch of them. And I think me and Ashton have pretty much gone through them. But you should definitely try them. They're fantastic.
I'm a
Uh,
bust.
let's see. Well, I have one more. And I forgot it. Oh, well, what's the funniest thing you've ever heard in a home? Like someone else say.
What's the what?
The funniest thing you've overheard, like in someone else's home, like in another scene. Have you ever overheard another scene?
Um, overheard. I did. What was it? I don't think I've heard anything from another scene.
Yeah,
I
yours
did
is kind of
hear.
secluded.
Yeah, it is secluded. It's like, but we do have one person on the outside. I won't say where, but he is on the outside. And then I don't remember if we had anybody from another scene that I heard say anything, so I can't really hear anybody else. But we did have this one dude that came through one time, and he was asking all the actors because apparently he said to one of the actors, and I didn't hear it from him, but that one of the actors told me, and everybody else was saying that it was true. One of the guests came through, and he said, "I shit myself. Can you smell it?"
Oh no, dude, that's that's funny. That's gross, but that's funny.
It is.
You think you really did?
Probably.
Probably. I almost did. I said I was having the shits that day on the way down there. I told Ash, I said, I'm gonna fuck around and get scared and shit my pants out here. Do you have any plans for Halloween? I guess y'all are open Halloween night, aren't you?
We are open on Halloween, but I might I don't know. I might see if I can take off.
I got you. Um, I know you. As someone who is a huge fan of Halloween, one thing that I enjoy is going and doing a bunch of different things. Do you ever feel like you miss out on some of that, or do you think that you get all the festivities in at the haunted trail that you work at?
I feel like I get it because I'm technically dressed up and I still like I scare people even though I don't get candy. It's a
Yeah,
little different, but I mean, I still feel like I still can take part in it. I feel like it's better than stocking shelves at
yeah,
like a grocery store on Halloween.
yeah, 100%. Would you be okay with if people come through if they gave candy to the scare actors? Would that be like okay, or would it be a headache? Really, I'd rather you not.
If they gave us candy, I'd love it.
There it is. So listen, guys. If you go to 13th Acre in Monroe, North Carolina, make sure that you take candy and give it out to the scare actors. Specifically, Unstitch the clown.
Yeah,
Make sure he gets his candy. Make sure you check him out on Facebook and Instagram. It's what's the app for those again?
Unstitch the Clown.
I
It
think
should be on. Yeah, it's on Facebook. It's for. I think it's spelled with an O for clown.
the
Like,
CLOWN.
so it's spelled with a zero for instead of an O.
Oh, okay.
But it's on Instagram and Facebook.
Unstitch the Clown. Go check them out. Well, I'll put the link for them in the description of this episode too. Go check them out. Go to 13th Acre Monroe. Go to other haunted trails. Don't be a dick. Don't touch the actors. Give them candy. Tell them Happy Halloween. Tell them you're thankful for their work. Addison, it was good talking with you, buddy. Uh,
Subscribe.
yeah, yeah. Like, smash that like button. I'm proud of you, bud. I'm proud of the work that you put in. Uh,
Thank you.
how you carry yourself and how you do what you do at such a young age is very admirable. And you work hard and keep it up, bud.
Thank
Um,
you.
with that being said, I'll let you go. I appreciate you, and we'll see you next time.
All right.